with the Labyrinth Warriors event. So I just did some upgrading for the event. We've got this up to level 4, I got that up to level 5, and I got that, and that will be very good for us. So I think I got us some decent upgrades for now. So we have to continue on with this quest here. Yeah, this one. Until the next day. Oh, you can really go to the day after tomorrow now? Wait a minute, it said before 12, didn't it? I actually have no idea. It said 8 to 12, I just went a minute after. Maybe it should be fine. Oh, come on. Dang, 8 on the dot. There's a lot of things I have in Inazuma that I gotta make sure I do before a new area is put into the game. But I'm just not sure when I'm gonna do that. I've just been really enjoying playing Ys 8 and just want to play that.
It's been a while now. Do you think the Mystic Onmyo Chamber has finished rearranging yet? Let's go meet up with Shinyan.
What's going on? Drink a little water. I'm gonna get a new bottle.
Come on! Kujo Sara's arrived. She's right over there.
What's with all the rushing back and forth? Guess she doesn't trust us after all. She sure does seem on high alert.
She's just trying to take responsibility.
The situation's getting complicated. Let's have a word with her first.
Thank you again for your help this entire time. I've brought reinforcements. It would seem that the most critical moments are behind us, so from here on out, if we can hold this path, we should be able to repel the monsters. If any do escape, we can corner them in the Araumi region. The loud noises we heard earlier were probably the result of large numbers of mechanisms. We're ready and waiting for an opportunity to storm the domain.
Why don't you station troops closer to the domain?
In our last operation, our samurai didn't think to maintain a certain distance. When the monster suddenly attacked, they had no choice but to beat a hasty retreat. Once is an oversight, twice would be a grave error. I won't allow such things to happen again.
Oh, Paimon gets it now.
Good. That means we have an opportunity.
I will return to the Kujo encampment and plan our defenses for the other regions. It took some time, but the Tenryou Commission has assumed full control of this area. With all my heart, I thank the three of you for your assistance. Your promised rewards are not forgotten. Miss Chinyan, please take this letter. Enclosed is a travel permit that I processed personally for you. I applied for the longest duration available. I hope you can use it this time to really get to know Inazuma. I've also arranged your accommodation. Simply follow the instructions in the letter when you're back in the city.
Oh, wow. Free boarding and unlimited travels across Inazuma. I don't know what to say.
It's the least I can do.
Thank you, ma'am. I know you're real busy, but if you do get a day off and I'm still here in Inazuma, please come and see one of my street performances.
I must tell you that I never did develop much of a taste for songs and music. But given everything you've done for the Tenryou Commission, I will certainly attend your performance if the opportunity arises.
Well, that got Xinyan's biggest worry taken care of.
Not quite. My biggest worry is still Shiki Taisho. What comes next has nothing to do with me. As a friend, I must go back and help. Not to mention Red. Traveler, we gotta go back and save him, right?
He'll probably be fine. We can't just leave him like this.
Well, then let's go. We'll need to meet up with Shiki Taisho in secret first.
Let's go. Back on in there. Always whining about this, always whining about that, and that doesn't mean you can get louder. Probably shouldn't have said anything to him. Hold on.
Xinyan, Traveler, Paimon. A general just passed through here. She was leading a team to investigate the area.
Her name is Kujo Sara. She's from the Tenryo Commission.
Kujo Sara? Why haven't I heard of her? I think I remember hearing the name of the Supreme Commander of the Tenryo Commission once. It was a man called Kujo... something. What was it again? I can't remember his name. But I do remember that Harunosuke played chess with him.
Harunosuke sounds like someone important.
Oh, really? You're really saying right now that he sounds like someone important?
Let's save the chit-chat for later. We need to sneak back into the Onmyo chamber before anyone sees us.
Oh, right. We still gotta find Child. Let's go.
All right. Everyone, follow me.
I wonder if Karina, when doing Paimon's lines, sometimes sits there and thinks to herself, why are you so dumb, Paimon? Like, I wonder if a voice actor ever gets just irritated with the character they play as. Oh my god. Gotta deal with the... Well, it's just the cryohypostasis. It's not that bad. I'm worried about the later. Just the later floors, especially that one. Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna go back in with the same team. I don't think I need anyone else. I think I'll be fine. So yeah, I should be good. Time to go through this thing, same as the last. What's today? Today's Saturday, yeah? Gotta wait for Monday to see if I can get on Orange's account and see what he
There you
has.
are.
So, is this everyone? You guys had me waiting for quite some time. Let me tell you, you missed out on some incredible action. Quite the pity.
Look at this guy. Not a scratch on him.
Were you guys worried about me?
No.
You must have a lot of faith in my abilities. As a comrade and old rival, you should know that unexpected combat situations are my bread and butter. Anyway, when the domain was rearranging itself, the rooms were moving up and down. The monsters were scattered all over the place. I had so much fun fighting them these last few days. I even came across a few replicas. They should contain more power and memories.
Better late than never. Hurry up and fuse with them, Shiki Taisho.
I think the Japanese version of this guy's voice is supposed to be like cutesy. I think.
The residual power in these replicas is limited. I can only regain a fraction of my memories.
Not enough? Then I guess it's on with the plan. We need to venture deeper into the domain.
Wait! The domain already rearranged itself. The route we discovered is useless now.
Then we find a new one.
Don't worry too much. There's a pattern to the rearrangement. I should be able to find the way. If I'm not mistaken, we should head in that direction.
Wait a second. Paimon has a question. Shiki Taisho, didn't you just say that the power left in the replicas wasn't enough? You still don't have all your memories. So how would you know if you were heading in the right direction? Last time when we followed you through that door, we were sent out of the domain, which means not all the doors in this place are real. What if you still can't tell the difference? We might end up somewhere super dangerous.
I can completely understand your reservations. Unfortunately, I'm still unable to give you a compelling answer. Would you believe it if I said that it's an intuition I have as the overseer here?
Not really.
I can see why you're worried, Paimon, but our only option is to trust Shiki Taisho as our guide. Otherwise, all we can do is stand here and wait. Besides, we'll be even more lost if the domain rearranges itself again.
You seem to be more anxious this time around. Let me guess. Trouble on the outside? As far as I understand it, Inazuma's situation is still far from stable. A domain like this would likely fall under the Tenryou Commission's jurisdiction, but they're spread too thinly at present. There's a lot that still falls outside of their control, which means that you guys are here as support, and it's very likely that the Tenryou Commission made the request. So, you're receiving their orders. In that case, knowing their style, they're probably planning a lethal assault on the domain to crush everything in their path. If we don't find Shiki Taisho's memories before that happens, then it's possible we never will. Hence the increased anxiety, right?
As expected, you are here to investigate Inazuma.
Is this all part of your scheme?
It's true, there are indeed matters that I'm investigating, but it's not what you might think. We can talk about that later. Let's make sure we deal with our own problems first. Now then, Traveler, you and I are hardly strangers, and I see no reason for me to lie to you. After arriving in Inazuma, I discovered monster tracks in the surrounding areas, and so I followed them into the domain. It would appear that this place is some sort of combat training ground. There's nothing but fighting and slaughter to be had here. Needless to say, it's been an enjoyable experience for me. I feel quite at home. This may come as an unpleasant surprise to Miss Xinyan and Shiki Taisho, but I'm not someone who cares for allegiance and affiliation. Good and evil, right and wrong, duty and destiny. Are these things really so important? Are they really more appealing than the euphoria of battle and close combat?
You got fighting in your veins, that's for sure. Well, brother, what is it you're trying to say?
Nothing in particular, but I am telling you that we should venture forward bravely. Don't fear the monsters that lie ahead. If you're not up to the task, I will happily take your place in crushing all that come before us. Then the burden of the slaughter will be mine and mine alone. Because fighting is what I'm best at.
Don't look at Paimon! We're going, okay? We're going!
Oh, what's this? Ah, okay, I'll just make enemies attack. Nothing too special then. I don't know who said you can place Endora, Shiki Taisho. Alright, let's do this. Oh, don't get to pick the difficulty on this one. Oh, that's because it's a full thing of bull crap.
By royal
There's
decree!
really no point in getting official out on this. Holy crap, what is happening here? I'm not quite sure I understand.
Windblade! Nice and spicy!
What? You just kind of obliterated itself. Let's see. Block the negative effect of the curse field. When active character triggers an overload reaction on your they will trigger shockwave. Kind of the best one there, I guess. Okay, we'll have turning paths over there. Whoop. Jump it. Oof, oh boy, don't like this. Not a big fan of all this nonsense. Okay, really? attacking that in the first place? What's it done to you? This one isn't dead.
Into the fire!
That thing's gone. That's so good. What? I knew you were gonna be water.
Nova, get them! Oh, it's revealed by... Go explode!
Oh, so you stand and mess around. Let's see. Wow, really? This exploration buff. That was sad. Could have been something better, but all we got was junk. Dire. We're starting over here.
Race you!
To put the Goba down.
By royal decree! Windblade!
Ah, damn it, can I not pause? Nah. Is that pause or not? Yeah, okay. I will be back. What are we doing here? Oh yeah, fighting this thing.
Oh, reveal thyself!
Great, you made your little... Don't mind him. This one just isn't gonna go well against this big guy.
Nice and spicy! Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Oh, he's the heal. That's possible. What?
Wait, hear me.
You know, was the only excuse for our little cheeky buddy here to be that the only reason he's still around and we're fighting is because, well, technically he's a fighter himself. And then Dora and Seaweed A-Flower are like, man, I don't do all this crap. I'm just going back to my little home inside your backpack.
Windblade! At the frying pan, it's
Barbados! Got this!
by royal decree!
Pause can still work against that guy, except I think he's targeting me.
Windblade! Nice and spicy!
Okay, what charm are we getting here? Defense would be nice. Ooh, damage. Which way do I go now? I'll go ahead and then I'll just go around. Back and around. Well, now I'm waiting. Wait a minute, if you really think about it, this one's worthless. Really? Alright, what are we gonna get? I don't want that. But I want that. I'll go from there, and then I'll go down. I'm not using that. Dire situations. What are we fighting? What are we fighting? Well, that ain't so hard. What am I supposed to be worried about from a stupid alien?
Windblade! Prepare to be blown away!
Where did she go? Fine, I'll just kill the agent.
Get them! By royal decree!
Ow. Now that he... So what were you busy doing here? Just banged her head. Decoy.
Over here! Windblade! Go and splash! Power flows through me!
Wind,
No.
hear me.
Oz reveal by
Not this. Actually, what's in this?
Mirror images. Go and splash! Out of my sight! Get them! By royal decree! Go and splash! Nice and spicy! Wings of darkness!
come out of there.
Come, sever
I love how with Fischl it can be like, she's like, you'll never escape. Fischl's like,
Prepare to be blown
nothing
away.
personal, kid.
Oz, rip it out of my sight!
That's it.
Winter.
What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Nothing was grand. Right, I need to go this way. Yeah. This one. There's an attack buff in the corner. Oh no.
Race you! Booba! Get... Windblade!
Barbados, guide us.
The attack in the corner.
Nice and spicy! By royal decree...
Let's go.
Frying pan? Booba, get the... Windblade! Race you! At the front!
Nice. Let's see here. I guess I'll get another, because I don't want to take more damage, I want to do more damage. Alright, so now I'll just go on back ahead. Man, you know what, if I think about this, I think I'm not gonna be done with this until like probably around 6 or 7 today. Because this has a lot of stuff to it. Oh, that's good. That's real good.
The mind of our master is righteous and broad. Our enemies flee at the sound of our sword.
Is that a song?
It's a ballad that was once passed down by samurai through the ages. They fought alongside my replicas, and through the power of charm magic, that song is now a part of me. The emotion of that time is with me too. Something's coming back to me. Echoes circulating.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a big...
It's the emotions and voices that they left in my memory.
Oh, no. No,
Some of them were
this.
scared. Some
my
were
God,
discontent. Others were eager to join the fray, yearning for battle through day and night.
No.
The lead samurai addressed Haranosuke as Master Kamuna. He had unyielding respect for him, and always acted on his advice. Strange. What was their purpose in continuing to fight here?
I have to leave. I am so disappointed in myself for that. Oh my god. I'm so disappointed in myself for that. Oh, that's kind of embarrassing to have died like that. I'll be there. Stop talking, Shiki, so we got the
Something's
stupid cube
coming
to fight
back to
again.
me. Echoes
This time I have a debuff
It's
on
the
me
emotions and
where
voices that they left in my
will
memory.
end up losing like
Some of them were scared, yearning for battle through day and night. The lead samurai addressed Haranosuke as Master Kamuna. He had unyielding respect for him, and always acted on his advice.
Would you stop talking?
Strange. What was their purpose in continuing to fight here?
You? No. Hit it with fire and stuff. See, the thing I'm worried about is how I'm gonna deal with Pyro Cube. How am I gonna fight that? I guess everyone's getting cold.
Nice and spicy. Oz revealed.
Barbados, guide us.
Jungling's doing more damage than the Traveler.
Loba, get them.
By royal decree.
This explosive barrel curse I had better go away on the next 4.
Nice and spicy. Oz revealed. Go as flat. Windblade.
No, don't do it. Not again. Not again. Not again.
Race you.
I'll be surprised if it doesn't try doing its freaking thing where it, you know, turns into all the little ice balls. should start doing in just a second. Where are they at? Oh, I'm not gonna make it to this one. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh no, new ones are spawning. New ones are spawning. Come on, hit it, hit it, hit it. Hit it! Please hit it! Gosh.
You're toast!
I swear by my sword!
By royal decree.
It's almost dead. Okay. Wait, what? Oh no, no, no. What is this? Why are you doing this again? Kidding me. Have I just been very unlucky here? Damn you! Come on now. Don't be a douche.
Windblade.
There, douche there. Let's get our charm and move on to the next 4. When your active character's stamina is hurt, their attack hits an opponent, they will unleash a shock. Huh. Well then, just don't charge. I probably should get that, but I think this will do better.